Right, so hypernasal wannabe hatchet woman Rachel Reeves came out with this nugget last week.
Everything that was in our 2019 manifesto, we ditched that under Keir's leadership.
What, everything, Rachel? No 7,000 offshore wind turbines, no nuclear power, no investment in tidal solutions, as well as other renewable options as part of a green industrial revolution? I thought your boss said Labour wanted more renewable energy. Why are you turning your back on such things? They were in the 2019 manifesto and you said you binned it. You said you'd create GB Energy, which would not be a supplier to us, it's a big con, sadly, but would be a renewable energy producer and generator. So which is it? No banning of fracking, no windfall tax on oil and gas companies, I presume, as well, since they were also in that 2019 manifesto. Oh, wait, no. You quite like them, don't you? Do you think some of us won't have noticed you'd lifted these ideas straight from the 2019 manifesto as you try and pass them off as your own instead? You and Starmer couldn't lie straight in bed. All this has been about is distancing yourself from the Corbyn era by saying you've binned the lot, whilst trying to lay claim to the ideas the former Labour leader and his team came up with in the hope you retained the support those ideas attracted. We see you, and we don't trust you. The thing is, as much as you can say you binned that manifesto, it's still online. Anyone can rifle through it, all divided up into convenient little sections. You can look up whatever you fancy and check what you're saying against it. Check what you're saying you no longer stand for, apparently, versus what you publicly say you do regarding policy now. Of course, Corbyn will be binned at some point as well. He's still a Labour member right now, but no way in hell will you allow him to stand as a Labour MP again. So somehow, some way, you will find an excuse to expel him entirely. Starmer, Reeves and the rest of this horrible pretense of a Labour Party, hell-bent as they are on blocking socialists from standing across this country by whatever rigging and crooked means they can manage, purging left-wing members of every level for spurious reasons, right up to, again, just last week, the news breaking that they've expelled the again left-wing president of the biggest trade union in the country, Unison, from their party. Unison, of course, being an affiliated trade union and is one of Labour's biggest funders. Solidarity to Andrea Egan. I wonder if the right-wing union management will pass comment on this at some point, or are they too weak? They're literally bidding their membership and that financial support, potentially their trade union financial support too, all whilst transforming Labour into a Tory party B team without any differences between the two parties. They are emboldened to do this by current polling, hoping they'll be thrust into power not for standing for anything, but because of the Tories collapsing. And once in power, the donors will come, buying policy and influence, as wealthy donors always do, corrupting any sense of democracy we might think we have in the UK, and providing the finances they need to replace their unwanted members and trade union founders. Case in point is, despite Reeves droning on attacking the Tory autumn statement the other day, after Jeremy Hunt finished, Starmer has completely accepted it, as poor as it is going to make everyone going forwards.
To pay. Do you fundamentally accept that there's a 2% of national income consolidation required, about £50 billion?
Well, look, I accept that they've done huge damage to our economy, not just in the last 12 weeks, but over the last 12 years. And we will come into government and we will have to face that challenge.
The baseline you accept?
Well, we accept that because of the errors of this government, that we are in difficult economic times now. The argument we have is not with the Office for Budget Responsibility. Our argument is with the government, that they've made the wrong choices.
So while their methods may differ, the government and opposition accept the same starting point, that there are £55 billion of tax rises or spending cuts required to repair the public finances. Shared tough choices for a tricky future.
Vote Labour to get the Tories out is pretty much the most ignorant political statement going right now, because under Starmer and Reeves, you still can't believe a word you are told, and fundamentally, nothing will change from where we are now. We will have a government effectively walking in lockstep with the official opposition, and any actual opposition will be massively diminished. And if you don't believe me, watch Starmer admitted.
Some people say they could never be friends with the Tories. Some Labour left-wingers, you know, and there are all those badges, never kissed a Tory. Are you like that, or do you want to...
I've broken that rule.
Are we allowed to ask with who?
No, but look, I'm not tribal. I think this actually comes from coming into politics later in life. Outside of politics, most of the time, most people at home or at work see a problem, get people round and try to fix it. and bring people together, bridge people together and do it. And that's what I bring to politics. Therefore, I've worked cross-party. I'm on very good terms with many, many Tory MPs. I'm not ashamed about it. And I've got very good friends who are Tories, and they've been very, very good friends of mine for a very, very long time, and long may that last.
A complete political failure of the people is on the cards in the near future, but will we just continue to accept impoverishment for years to come, or do something about it? A start would be walking away from the Tories and Starmer's Labour. Otherwise, I fear politics will end up failing us, and other solutions will end up being sought.